Alright, so children screaming in the background. There's a leaf blower going because on a Saturday afternoon, there needs to be leaf blowers going, you know? But that's the usual. There aren't too many visible changes, but I spent last night coding, okay? And the multiplier is a dash now because it automatically takes in the frames per second and whether it's slow-mo, so it does that on the fly. And yeah, because yesterday, the second 50 free that I recorded, did 2 again today. The second one that I did, I accidentally didn't put it back to slow-mo to get more frames. I did it just 60 frames a second normal time. And then I'm like, okay, well, people are going to upload not just slow-mo with an 8 multiplier. You know, if we make this live at some point, why don't we have something that works for other kind of things? So I made it work on the fly. It was actually complicated. A lot of this stuff is not well documented. A lot of this stuff is figure it out on your own. But that's how it is. So let's do it for today. All right, let's see here. So this is what we have right here. Okay, perfect. You see it says 30 frames a second, but it says 240. And now the multiplier is at 8, and it says auto in there. That's the new stuff. Also, okay, let's get rid of the scroll bar there, or the URL bar. The other thing is that, yeah, I mean, we still have this. That was a previous feature. 30 frames to 240 does it by itself. The frame buttons also work. Depending on what the frames per second is, it tries to configure that, because before it was set to 30 frames a second for everything. So if I uploaded 60 frames, it would do 2 frames. So that's kind of on the back end, but you don't see that, but it does work automatically as well. So let's finally get to this. Let's see here. So, okay, we should have been there. Okay, we can tap our way into, and that leaf blower is just so obnoxious. You know, if we sell 1 billion copies of this, I can afford to move the fuck out of here and buy like 10,000 acres somewhere. Okay, we usually go with that one just to be safe. Set start, and then let's see where we finish. Is there fun bubbles? No. Okay, perfect. You know what, let's set start play. So let's do... Let's do this. Ooh, lots of sun still. Let's go with that set end. Now, okay, so let's commentate. You know, it was a good strong kick. I wasn't that tired at the end of it, so maybe I breathed a little more. Maybe I'm in decent shape. I don't know. I've been out here sunbathing. It's 80 degrees after December. It's like even for Houston, it's pretty ridiculous. Smells like a ladybug. Ugh. That is a ladybug. Okay. So anyways, so let's see what it is. So yesterday we were already getting up to 23.0, whatever it was. It was a low 23, but it was a 23. And we started out with, I think it was a 22.41, and then it progressively just got slower. But that's what it is. It's generally in the same few tenths of a second, but, you know. And then the second one, I don't know. The second one's always a second off, or not. But what is the first one? I was still out on the deck a little more, but it felt fast. Whatever that means. So let's take a look. It's also kind of fun that I don't see the number. It doesn't flash it up. That's an inadvertent thing of a small screen, but here we are. Okay, it felt faster, and it was 22.47. That's the second best one in the last 10 days or so. That's a really respectable one, 22.47. That is a very respectable 22.47. No, that's very good. That's good. I had a good day today. I was coding yesterday too. This is real. This AI stuff is great. I'm sorry, this is fucking great. I have like 20 other ideas. I've also done another app for calculating other things. It's amazing. I'm just, it's like smoking crack for the first time. And you just never want to stop. And right, what's my point? So let's do the number 2. Now, again, we don't even have to reload the page. You know what? Let's Q&A test this, because another thing that I've noticed, what I set it as, that's another annoying thing, but that's because the URL comes back. So this video is set to be just as high as the viewport. The problem is that if the URL, depending on how fast you're scrolling up and down, disappears. When it disappears, this gets resized, which is perfectly fine, but that's just the URL bar behavior and just how little space we have. I don't think we can make it any better. But what I did do is, if we upload a new video, then what ends up happening is this resets the timer, because it didn't reset it, which is obnoxious. I don't know if this gets reset. Okay, I don't know if this gets reset. The bars. I'm also going to simplify that, because nobody needs to know where the multiplier is anymore. Raw time, real time is not relevant. We'll put like a nerd setting section where, you know, round to the nearest 10th, 100th, and that's it. And then it'll be just 3 boxes: start time, end time, and finish time. And the raw time, you can see if you click it, it's going to be a little drop down where it expands it. Multiplier is going to be there. There's going to be instructions for if it's going to be, you can round to the nearest whatever, but that's going to be all hidden under the hood. So you can access it, but it looks sleeker than now, maybe. That's going to be a slight improvement in the UI UX, as we call it in the business. But let's see number 2. So does the multiplier stuff go away on the second one? Done. It does not. So that's another to-do. That goes on the to-do list. Perfect. Okay, that's going to be obnoxious, kids, isn't it? Okay, hold on. Let me try. Okay, that works. Yeah, that's how we're going to work it. Perfect. So we set the slow motion on correctly. This is number 2, unless I loaded the same video. I think it's the right, and then we'll tip-tap our way to, oh, did I already dive in? Ooh, I can barely see my feet. That's not good. Well, we can see, you know what? This is why I have a feature. So because your fat fingers, when you're scrolling the time thing, it covers up, we added the top time, but sometimes you need to see what the fuck is going on there. Okay, so you can turn it off by clicking the mantle timepiece on the bottom right here. See, look at that. Isn't that fun? Let's turn it off so we can actually see what the hell is going on here. We can play. Okay. Okay, so there we go. And it is in slow motion, because that's how it gets recorded. We always do like that one. Okay. Set start. Oh, there's somebody else coming in. Okay, it's me coming in. We can see my hand already, so that's great. Tippity tap. Okay, you know, do we need like a 10 frame? I don't know if that's gonna fit, but you know, this one frame is just not enough. Might do that as well. See, you can see that that's already on the wall. Yeah, that's already bending. So set end. Okay, so it was 2247. That's all. The first one is all that counts. But you know, let's do 2. You know, see, that's the thing, though, right? Is I try to do the second one like I want to do an all-out first one, but I still want to have a control for how fast. Right. But then you do a second one, so maybe you're not as fast on the first. I don't know. But we do a second one now, but it's not a big deal. But let's just see what it is. It's been either a little bit over a second more than the first one, or like 0.6. That's been weird. That has been weird. Yesterday it was like a 0.6. So 2247, I think, is what we had. What is it now? It's 1.1 seconds again. So I think that shows we really did a good. I mean, 2247 is pretty good. It's one of the top 5 or 6. Yeah, so that's what I like to do. Is I do like it when there's more than when there's a second, because that indicates I really went all out on the first one, and that's what we need to do, is all out as much as possible. 2357. So that's 1.1 seconds. Okay. So we did some Q&A testing for today. We had a manic ramble about how amazing this is, and we still got our time. And we're still at the pool. We don't have to use the desktop. We don't have to use video pad. We don't have to do any of this bullshit anymore. This is how easy it is. Technology, magic, and it's over. Alright, so I made some minor adjustments, but I forgot to bring it to the phone. It's not a big deal. The bottom row is basically gone. Some of the raw time, real time multiplier stuff is gone because it's not really relevant. I also ordered a new iPhone, well, an old used iPhone on eBay for $89, including tax. It's an iPhone SE Gen 3. It's a smaller phone, which actually I like, but it's just for testing purposes. I want to be able to see how the slow motion works on an iPhone. I also kind of would like to have an iPhone so I could test out the App Store and everything there, because we're getting serious about this. I am absolutely serious. This really opens up a whole new world here. But anyways, let's go look at today's swim. Again, 250s, a little more than 5 minutes apart. The first one, I think, was pretty fast. Yesterday we had 22.47, I think, and then we had 23.5, so over a second difference, which is fine. I'd much care about the first one, but let's see. Oh, right, we can do that. That's fun. Oh. So I have not added a 10-frame skipper. I should. It's going to look a little busy on the vertical, but we'll figure all that out. Yeah, that's obnoxious. Yeah, we could go with that one, even though we could go with the other one. So set start, and then let's see where we come back. There we go. We see myself. Let's play it a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely over. Yeah, I mean, it's got a good angle in it, so see, when the fingers stop moving, that's when you know your finger's jammed into the wall. So let's say that one's the first one that's genuinely on there. Now, I said this is going to be good like yesterday. I felt strong. I was kicking strong. The second one, I was tired, but we're talking about the first one. So the first one is going to... I think it's going to be good. I mean, is it the same? Is it better? Probably not better, but it's. Let's just see. Oh, we forgot to set end. Okay, well. Okay, so it's not 22.4, 22.55 is good. No, it's just a tenth of a second, less than a tenth. So a few hundredths. So this is very similar to yesterday, which is very good. Let's see here. So that is 22.55. Very good. And I'm going to say another second, so it's going to be 23.55 or somewhere around there. I don't think it's going to be... No. The second one is going to be a lot slower. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go with that one as we do. Set start. Oh, that's going to be ugly to tell. Oh, never mind. No, that's good. Dip, 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 dip. Yeah, we need like a multi-frame scroller because it's just, right. That's ugly. We can't tell. Yeah, we can tell my hand is moving. Hold on. Oh, that is so obnoxious. It's like the sensor blur. You know, who cares? It's the second one. Set end. So I said it's going to be a second slower. 22.55, so 23.55, somewhere around there. Let's just see. 23.58. Okay, so today we were kind of spot on, especially with this one. It's a second and 300ths. All right. Well, I guess I don't think I think I've held yesterday's back. We'll put these together. We don't need to put them up every day, but this is getting pretty good. You know, and it's not just this app, it's a bunch of other ones that I'm working on. It is fun. It's fun to do this. Anyways, I think that's it for now. We're making continual refinements. I'm getting an iPhone, everybody. An old $89 iPhone from 2022. It was actually remarkably cheap. I was also looking at like an iPhone 12. That was like on like back market. It was like 200 on eBay, an official refurbished ones, because I don't want some sketchy fly-by-night seller. Those were like 160, and then I'm like, well, I just need slow-mo, and the 22, the iPhone SE Gen 3 from 22 is a lot newer, a little bit newer, you know, so $89 to test the app stores and to test the phone. I think it's pretty good. Anyways, I think that's it for now, and yeah, this is good. Alright, so no one's in the jacuzzi. I only did one today. I was just so enamored with doing code stuff and apps and stuff, I just like didn't get out of the house until now, which is pretty good. But I only swam one. It's actually cooled down, but they kept the pool relatively warm, and the jacuzzi is even better. So let's just do this. It's only one this time, and let's see how it goes. I'm still a little bit winded from it. I think it was okay. You know, I don't think it's a record. It felt fine. I'm glad I did it, but okay, it's gonna be tough to see. No, we can see it. What now? Oh, I walked away. Never mind. That wasn't the dive. Okay, that was the dive. Sorry for the flashing. Look at that. It's like 90 degrees. Alright. Yeah, let's do that for sure. Maybe that one. Alright, set start. And then let's see. Okay, set end. What will it be? I don't know. I felt pretty good today. Maybe the kick was pretty good. I sort of slipped. Like they have that little cross on where it marks the end of the lane, and it's always like the most slipperiest substance. It's like, why do they do this? But we'll see what it was. 22:47. Not bad. We did 22.5 something, 22.4 something before that, and back to 22.4 something. Okay, I can get used to this. This is a good standard to be at. And again, that's with the slippage. So, okay, I think that's good. 24/7, very good. And I still haven't put in the latest upgrade to this, which gets rid of the bottom row. And I still haven't put anywhere the double tap for 10 frames because it's a bit dicey to press play or right. So we'll do that some other time. But this is good for now. Alright, so last swim of the year, I think. Yesterday I was in the hot tub, not the sauna, but there are loud talkers in the sauna. There always are. That's fine. Whatever. The point is, yesterday I was feeling sort of sickish. There wasn't any mucus coming out of me, but I was like, kind of slow. But 22.6, what it was, that's pretty good, especially how crap I felt. Now, we have 2 new innovations. You can see that you can go 10 frames ahead or 1 frame ahead, because punching it was just obnoxious, so we are not doing that. We still can see that. Another innovation is there's less stuff here, only the stuff that matters. You can still punch in numbers and get a rounded time, but if you want to see these things, then it kind of is sleekly there. Uh-oh. There we go. So this works great. The iPhone is already in Dallas on the 31st today, but with New Year's tomorrow, they said it's Monday, but then they say Sunday, then they say Saturday. Maybe even Friday. If it arrives, I don't know. The point is, it's going to be here soon enough, but, you know, I'm ready to launch this as an app. I'm ready to do stuff with this. This is great. So let's see what it was today. I think it was pretty fast. Nice, strong. The pool is a little lower, actually, I noticed. Anyways, let's just do it. Okay, let's 10 frames back. That's probably my dive. Well, that's not enough. Oh, look at that. Let's go 10 frames. That's too much. Yeah, let's go. Well, let's go with that. So set start. We did that. And let's see here. Oh boy. Look at my hand. Oof, that's splashy. Alright. It's also very sunny. That's not touching. Okay, that's definitely touching. That's definitely probably. So let's set end. Now, I said I was feeling kind of sick yesterday, 22.6. We actually had 2 22.47s. What is it? So last swim of the year, 2025. Let's see what it is. What? It was basically the same as yesterday. That's insane. I felt a lot better today than yesterday, but it's literally the same thing. So I think, yeah, okay. So it's literally the same thing, except it's like 100th faster. Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes you can feel it, sometimes. Well, all right, 22.6. That's not bad to finish on. Hopefully, we kind of get out of the 22s and into the 21s. 22.12 continues to be our best from September. And yeah, that's it. And yeah, that's it for this year. All right, so first swim of the new year. Let's see how it goes. Again, my feelings don't matter. Yesterday I was doing 22.60. I felt good about it. Day before that, 22.61. I didn't feel good about it. So who knows? Let's just fucking do it. You know, kind of goose up around the deck a lot here. Oh, new feature was added. We can go 10 frames. Like so. We can still press play. See, look at that. Isn't that a lot better? That's just one. Now let's go back. So let's set start. And then, oh, is that my... Let's go with that one, shall we? So what it's going to be, I felt pretty nice and tired about it, so I think I did all out or very close to it. It's, again, without competition, it's sort of tough to replicate that, but let's see what it is. 22.57. So we have been 61, 60, 57, so a little faster. I'll take it. You know, I actually woke up very early. I slept maybe 5 hours. And I wasn't tired or anything. I just woke up. And couldn't really fall asleep. I didn't do too much. I was sunbathing out here because once again it's nice and sunny and still pretty warm. So I guess we'll take that 2257. Okay, we'll take it. And yeah, that's it for now. All right, so this is going to be interesting because I think I did pretty fast today. The reason being is I got myself in that nice hyped up mood and I saw that a lane was open and I'm like, we got to do it now. And I did. The flip turn could have been a little bit better. I didn't slip, but it could have been a little better. But even with that, it was just all out. It was really good. I felt it. Some UI improvements. Everything is on the bottom video row. And let's start. Oh man. Well, it's a little bit out of focus, but that's fine. We have enough detail, I think, to see it. Okay. We usually go with that one. Set start. Yeah, unfortunately it's focusing on the towel and not the much more important background. Ooh, that's splashy. Hold on. That doesn't help. So, let's see here. Let's go with that one. Set end. So the question is, what is this? Because again, my feelings don't matter. It's always different. Well, sometimes. So it's really not accurate. Well, let's see what it is. All right. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna have to shave. So I'm also gonna shave my head. I shaved my beard. Not that that matters, but my hair. Also get a new Speedo, but I think it's January 2nd. Is it January 2nd? I think so. What is the time? I told you, it's a record. 22:18. Or, well, now, almost record. We've done a 22:12. But I felt this one, and I was accurate this time. Maybe a better flip turn. Maybe shaved head. But once again, low 22s. And again, we have a button for this. Start the fireworks. So that's pretty cool, huh? I mean, it's the second best we've had. We've had 22:12 in September, 22.2 something twice. No 22.3 anythings. 22.4s. We've had that all this week. 22.18. I felt it. And again, I think it could have been better. The what do you call it? The flip turn. It could have been a little better. We could have had under 22, even with everything the same. That flip turn, again, I didn't slip on the little slippery cross thing, but I started it a little too early. But even with that, 22.18. And again, I've been sunbathing out here in 85 degrees, and 22.18, second best. Certainly the best of the year by far, but that's only the 2nd of January, so. All right. So I guess that's it, and no, this is good. So further UI enhancements. Again, we've talked about that. Speaking of UI enhancements. So again, this is recorded in slow-mo. The iPhone is coming today. The $89 with tax iPhone. It's coming, and it already might have arrived, but it wasn't there when I got home, or when I left home, and we'll be able to test it finally. You know, yeah, I mean, I've been really liking this AI stuff with coding. Like, this is AI here, okay? It works. It works really well. This is the first time I've been optimistic in probably 15 years about having something to do that's worthwhile doing. It doesn't solve the leaf blowers, doesn't solve the lack of community behind any of this bullshit. Of course, it doesn't solve that, but this is worth doing You know, and this is it. I'm sorry. I've kind of fell out, you know. The honeymoon sort of ended a week ago with this, when I'm like, oh, is this really that possible? And even yesterday I was like, yeah, but no, this is good. You know, this stuff works. It can certainly guide you along and put out products. So that's going to be step 2, is to put some simple, free little, not even this, because I think I can monetize this a little bit better, but we can do other things that are cheap, little calculators for, we'll show that off as well, but I have lots of stuff that I'm cooking up, and so this is good, 2218. I really can't guarantee, hold on, yeah, I think I'm going to do a New Year's resolution video where I talk about some things, and basically 2218, there's a guy on Twitter, PD Mangan, and he's 70, but he's really buff, and his big thing is men have too much iron, so get your ferritin levels tested. And it's like, well, you know, I'm not that old, but you know, if that could give me an edge, that'd be interesting. So I'm going to test for that, and the simple solution is just cut yourself like a teenage girl. Bloodletting, maybe blood donations, probably easier these days. But that's a possible option, is to donate blood. But I don't know what it is. I still have to do that. I know I'm going to do that this month. That's going to be the things I'm going to do this month. That's easy to do, and we'll see. You know. Anyways, I think that's it for now, and yeah, exciting. All right, so let's do this. So yesterday I had a record 2218. I also had a record 20 very good pull-ups all the way down. None of the weird chin stuff. And I also had about a 13-second 100-meter sprint, although I can't really measure those accurately. And I had the camera out. I'm like, oh, maybe we could use this app for that, but it was too windy and the camera kept getting knocked over. I didn't bring my tripod, whatever. Now today, because I do feel it from the pull-ups, it's not that bad, you know? But, you know, it's something. And I was hyped up today, so I was hyped up. It should be a record. It should be near there. But again, I was a bit sore. Not too much, but I can feel it. Another thing is, I was so fast today, though. The lane rope broke. I did not touch it, but the lane rope on the right of me on the way down, by the time I came back and finished, I could see it was wobbling. The reason is when you screw it in, you know, it undoes itself. So even a small wave knocked it out. I was that fast. We managed to get it back in, but you know, whatever. So let's see what it is today. And you know, I'm not going to be disappointed regardless. So if it's actually pretty good, if it's under 23 actually, because I wasn't super sore today, but you know, I did 20 pull-ups yesterday, a max, you know, a max good amount. Maybe now that we got to 20, because again, that was my hope that I could get to 20. Once we can replicate this, I'll try to do a camera thing with that, because that'd be pretty cool. 19 was the previous record. I think I did 17 or 18 in the last, this is the third time I've done it in 3 weeks. I don't do these. Sometimes I did them every day, not now. Anyways, so let's get to this. Okay. Okay, look at that. Go with that one, right? Set start. Oh, it's so much easier with the 10 thing. Well, let's see here. Let's get with that one. Okay, so I said anything under 23 is fine because I'm kind of sore. But I was hyped up, so yeah, I was feeling it. But let's see what it is. It felt pretty fast, but again, let's see what it is. 22.64. Now that's what we've been doing. So given the fact that I was doing a lot of pull-ups, I'm a bit sore, I'll take that. 22.64 with a little bit of soreness is really good. So I guess that's what it is. By itself, it's an okay time, but with the soreness, I really like it. So that's it for now. All right, so let's do this. Fourth day of the year. You know, kind of all out, I don't know. We'll see what it is. I was in a decent mood. How it translated, I guess we just have to see. Oh, look at that. All right. Set start. All right, so 22.67, 22.18 the day before, second best. I could still feel my arms today. I didn't do any extra pull-ups or anything, but I could feel it from 2 days ago. Well, I guess let's see. Ooh, that's surprisingly good. We've never hit the 30s before. We've hit the teens twice, the 20s maybe 2 or 3 times. We've never had a 30 before. Are we improving? You know, that's interesting. Okay, 22.38, pretty good. Maybe the plateau's over. Maybe we're going down a little bit. So, now I'm going to shave my head at some point, and these are becoming very loose. I actually bought 4 Speedos. They were discontinued, so $15 each or something like that. So we have it for the next year worth of 28 size Speedos. But these are getting loose. They just wear out. So that will be interesting. Shaved head, Speedo. Can we do a good speed on that? But 38's good. 38, I'm surprised. It's a little better than expected, and I can still feel my arms, so that's good. All right, so came kind of late. Hold on, let's do this. Came kind of late. Whatever. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think it was horrible, but you know, it could have been a tiny bit better, I think, but we never know. Okay, 10, 10, 10. Blup, blup. Let's go with that. That was a late. You could see my hand right here. So that was a bit late, but that's fine. We'll see. Yeah, let's go with that. Whatever. Set end. So let's see here. 22. Okay, I'll take 22.54 because it felt worse. You know, so I maybe we're turning a page here because I came here a little late. I could have spent a little more time out here. I wasn't hyped up. Right as I was like, oh, this is good. This is going to be good. It was, every lane was kind of taken. But 22.54 is pretty good. We'll take that. We had 38, 67 after doing pull-ups, 54. This is good. So anyways, that's it for now. I think I'll put all these videos in one and finally put them all up. I also want to do the, on the last day that the Christmas lights or the holiday lights are out by the waterway, we'll do it. We did that, and then we'll do the video. Anyways, that's it for now.